All right. Welcome in, Haunt, Grasspelt, and Shock. Hope you're excited for tonight's showcase, which I believe you all are taking part in. And yeah, we're about to get started here with some good old connected co-op. How's my mic sound here? Sound good? Not blasting out any eardrums, am I? All right. Let's do this. I am Austin here from Maniac, and we're about to get started with our community showcase tonight for Tetris Effect Connected, and we will be playing some good old connected co-op. We are not going to be battling each other tonight. Rather, we will be teaming up against the AI available in our multiplayer mode. And yeah, I think some of our players have not completed some areas, so we're going to try to help out some players when it comes to clearing Area 5, for example. If you are new and want some help getting through the connected areas, definitely stop by our Discord at discord.gg/enhance, and you can join tonight as well. Where's the restream chat? I'm on a different machine right now, but we'll have that enabled again for next week. All right, so let's get started here. I'm going to make a lobby here and share that in our Discord for our first group. And yeah, I'm pretty excited tonight. Of course, we're going to be playing the standard Area 5, which is the final difficulty in the connected journey. But we'll also be playing some connected friend lobbies with the Maniac mod turned on, or even the Hyper mod, if we are feeling adventurous. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun to watch. Okay. So first group, I'm tagging you right now in the Discord. And we'll get started. Welcome in, Twiz from YouTube. Hope you're doing well. Alright, looks like our players are making their way into the lobby. And once we are set, we will get started here. And you won't have to look at me. Welcome in, Ferox. Yes, Maniac Area 5 is going down. That should be a lot of fun to watch. So, yes, we have a lot of skilled players in here tonight if you are new to the game. So, feel free to ask any questions about the game mode, and naturally I'll probably bring up some points as well if you are lurking in the chat. But we also are going to be displaying some high-level connected play, utilizing that Maniac mod, which is available in custom friend lobbies. So we're just waiting on Grasspelt, I believe. And they are on their way. Cool. Ferox says, I am legally obligated to argue with Shen about Maniac Area 5. Interesting. Are we going to have any contentious points? What would we argue about? What to do when? But yes, feel free to argue with me. I'll probably enjoy that. Alright, looks like everybody's in our lobby. Good luck, have fun. Look at that smoke. We have high graphics on today. Full smoke effect. So yes, our goal in this current lobby is to clear vanilla Area 5. I believe Shock 59 has not yet cleared Area 5, so we're looking to help Shock out here with their Area 5 achievement. With some... Well, Shock is pretty good in their own right. Area 5 is easy. But you also, yeah, you want to make sure you want good teammates for this team mode, right? So Grasspelt and Salil can throw down and connected, and I have the utmost faith that this crew will complete Area 5 and help Shock out here. Look at that really high left from Grasspelt. Going for that Team Zone 22. They're ready for it. And the 22 zone cleared is called the Impossibilitress, which is very rare for... Do we have an Impossibilitress in a 3-player zone? Has that ever been achieved? I know we have the Curptresses, but yesn't. A very helpful answer from Ferox. Alright, there's that 115 attack. Decahexatress sends half the board to the Tetramidion. So it's worth noting that the Tetramidion in Area 5 has 3 phases, and we are still in that first phase. I think Phase 3 obviously is the most difficult, so as we progress here, the Tetramidion will only get stronger. The tricky part about Tetramidion is you don't necessarily know what attacks will be coming your way. They utilize attacks from every area available in the connected modes. So it's hard to prepare for whatever attack may be coming next. And very, very nicely played by our team so far. Looking like they are going to destroy Area 5 here. However, I'll believe it when I see it, because even on a non-Maniac mode, Maniac mod Area 5, it can be... RNG can be brutal at times, right? But I have high faith in this group. I'm trying my best to curse this lobby by saying that, but all right, let's see how high of a zone they can get here. Ooh, looking pretty high. Looking like an 142 attack, and that will definitely top out our Tetramidion. Thumbs up from Grasspelt. Thumbs up from Shock. Salil. No thumbs up. They are... Oh, there's the thumbs up. About to say they are dialed in. A true competitor that does not thumbs up. Okay. Salil with an interesting setup. Oh, it's like they're just going to bring this down. So we are in Phase 2 of Area 5. So Ferox, as our resident co-op mastermind here, who I do not want to argue with, what are the difficulties that come with Phase 2? Phase 1 to 2 to 3. How do you describe this spike in difficulty, and what should the players watch out for? Ooh, that was an interesting... I think that counted as a T-spin for Salil. Welcome in, Aiken. But yeah, Phase 2 is a little more difficult. Phase 3 is... I would argue a pretty high difficulty spike, just due to how long it takes to charge your zone, right? And all your teammates seem to be alive we'll cover that. I assume we'll get into that, especially with Maniac mod turned on, even with our best players here tonight. Phase 1 is pretty free. The CPU is focused on Tetrises. Oh yes, how to emote. You hold 1 and press the arrow keys if you are using keyboard and mouse. If you're on a controller, it is the right joystick. Looks like our AI is trying to get a PC here, playing low to the board. Look at that. T-spin double action from Tetramidian. And yes, if anyone wants to join in tonight, if you're looking for help clearing Area 5 or want to play some of the higher difficulties available in custom lobbies, such as Maniac mod or the Hyper mod, feel free to join us and hop in the Discord at discord.gg/enhance. I'm kind of excited to watch some, I think we should do some of the earlier Hyper areas, like Hyper Area 2 through 4. And then I guess we could lean into 5. But 5 is extremely difficult. That's an understatement. Welcome in Timelessness. Hyper Area 3 is pretty fun. I agree with the hype of Ferox in all caps. I think Hyper Area 4 is one of my favorites to play, though, because of the constant invisibility. If you get to the third boss, that is. Wait, we can't agree, Ferox. All right, how's our team doing? We have entered Phase 3. So in Phase 3 of Area 5, it takes quite a while to charge the zone. So we'll see if the AI will put on some pressure here. Ooh, there's that invisible field. But look, Salil is not phase. Second quite quick. Even in invisibility here. Will Shock get there first? Area 5 clear. We're almost there. About a third of the way. And yeah, to top out Tetramidian on Phase 3, you're going to want to have all 3 players still alive. Oh. I don't know if that's like entirely required, but it certainly secures the win. All right. Ooh, there's that high gravity. And yes, if you're looking for the matchmaking thread tonight, just head to the announcements channel in the Enhanced Discord, and there should be a link within that community event message. All right, our team's doing pretty good. They are almost there. I think, yeah, at this point, just prioritize survivability, and we may have a Area 5 clear for Shock here. That is easier said than done. So no rotation is active right now. Seems like players are trying to be a bit clever and place where they can, taking their time. But we are almost at that full charge, and there it is. we are about to see a massive attack from our team. Team Grass, Shotgrass PT. No rotation. You know what? No rotation, in my opinion, is a fun blitz to deal with when it's not fully charged, I guess. Especially when it's spawning in like a vertical fashion rather than horizontal. All right, here comes a big zone. Teammates can work together. And look at that, 2,484 attack. Sayonara, Tetramidian. Not the player, but goodbye, Tetramidian. You are missed. And you will come back strong and later in today's stream. Ooh. We have entered space. When you look into a telescope at night, this is what you see. Tetramidian in full force. All right. That epic graphics setting. Apparently my computer is not meant for it. All right. Look at that SS across the board. Very nice. So Shock with their first Area 5 clear. Nicely done. Oh. All right, we're going to remake that lobby. We can use the same group if you guys want to continue. Yeah, let's remake the lobby there. I made a mistake. All right, Grass Pelt, Shock, and Salil, are you guys down for another game mode or something like that? I could pick one for you if you are not sure. Otherwise, we can just move on into our next group. All right, yeah, let's get one more game. We'll do a few games per group here, as we have a lower player count. What are we thinking? Grasspelt, I'll let you decide. What mode are you feeling? Welcome in, Cute Data. What'd you miss? We got Shock's first Area 5 clear. Pick one, I'm down for whatever? Okay. I will pick one then. Let's do some Maniac Area 5. We'll see if you guys can do the next difficulty. Okay. Shock, I believe in you. You guys destroyed regular Area 5. Who's to say you cannot conquer Maniac Area 5? So now, yeah, just waiting for Shock to join. There we go. When you guys are ready, I'm ready. It does feel more empty in here. And we don't have the restream chat now, doesn't it? I got used to it. Next stream, we'll have it back up. All right, good luck, have fun. So now we're doing Maniac Area 5, which I think we're going to get a lot of games on tonight. Pretty popular amongst our high-level players. and it's a, I'd say it's a pretty highly sought after achievement in the community. If you if you're playing friend lobbies, you can set the Maniac mod to on, or if you're feeling extra adventurous, you can set it to hyper. Definitely recommend finding players in the Discord for getting your Maniac Area 5 clear. Welcome inside, Ark. So Grass Pelt, Salil, and Chalk just defeated Area 5. Can they defeat Maniac Area 5? I want to say yes. Yes, they can. But will they, is the question. Tetraminian with this wonky 2-wide action going on. There's a Tetris setup. It can be pretty fun to watch the AI sometimes. It goes down these weird stacking rabbit holes. Sometimes moments of brilliance. And yes, if I think we still have room for group 3, so if anybody in chat is wanting to play tonight, first come, first served in the Discord. Actually, we might have a full group 3 now. We might have time for a 4th group. All right, our team is zooming through their team zone here. Shock utilizing those purple magic minos. The purple blocks will bring down any blocks under them, so it's great for fixing mistakes, for example. Pretty solid attack. Oh yeah, Epic Game Store can be a bit, it can be odd when you, with controllers. A pro tip, and a lot of people don't know this, but a big cause of controller issues on Epic tend to be Steam related, or if you have Steam open, it can mess with your controller input. So if you do have like issues, I recommend closing Steam and see if you still have those issues on Epic Game Store. Yes, we have Humanity coming to Xbox. It's actually launching into Xbox Game Pass on May 30th. And I'm super excited for that. We don't have this is not a Humanity stream, but I do love me some Humanity. I cannot contain my excitement. I'm just really excited because I'd say the main reason I'm so excited is we have an awesome creator community, and it's going to be cool to have that community with a big influx of new players. So definitely hope that our creators get some love, and because we didn't have that at PlayStation launch, like there was no community in place. So we have so many awesome stages for people to try now. And Chalk is going to top out, falling under pressure from Tetraminian. We are still on phase 1, so this team has some work cut out for him. Now the question is, does the team want to try to revive their teammate here? Or... okay, looks like they are going to enter that zone. So 2-player zone is a bit weaker, but if they move fast enough, they can still put on quite a bit of damage here before the AI has a chance to counteract their attack or build up defense. And I'd say they're moving pretty quick. All right, quick 19 line. And okay, a pretty considerable amount of damage, so nicely played. And Chalk is doing what many people don't realize you can do in Connected. This is a PSA for any new players out there. You can revive. As soon as that circle kind of hits the middle, you are going to want to hit one of your rotate keys or rotate buttons. And yeah, another thing is if Grass Pelt or Salil nail any T-spins or Tetrises, it helps them to revive sooner as well, which is very helpful. Something you definitely want to know for Connected versus on the weekends, for example, as your teammates may want you to know that kind of thing if they're looking to climb the leaderboard, right? All right, Shock is back in it. I don't know if they missed a beat. Shock is on rhythm when it comes to revives. I believe this is still phase 1 side arc. Funky invert. Shock with a pretty cool solve, actually. Finding that T-spin. Trying to swing that piece in there. All right. Back to a Tetris well for Shock. Can they nail it before Tetranean attacks? Yes, they do. Salil kind of stacking on top of that invert. Ooh. A cheeky Z spin there. Haunt is in the next group here. So yeah, on deck we have Haunt, Aiken, and Ferox. I know Haunt hasn't gone in a Maniac clear yet. I want to guess that Aiken has yet to get a Maniac clear. Correct me if I'm wrong, Aiken. Welcome in, Dark Shadow. Dark Shadow, do you play any Connected co-op? I do recommend, if you are looking for a greater co-op experience, definitely head to our Discord, as there are some matchmaking threads for some of the custom settings, like Maniac mod, which, if you are an experienced Tetris player, it's a pretty positive, fun experience, and yeah, I don't know how often they hop into voice chat or anything like that, but it's an experience. It's a fun experience to be more social with the game and find a higher level challenge that isn't necessarily versus, right? It's nice to work together for once and not destroy each other with our Tetraminos. All right, the team handling Invisible pretty well. We are now on phase 2. This is Area 5 with the Maniac mod enabled. Do you send a stronger attack if you get T-spins and connected zone? You do not. Contrary to popular belief. So during the zone, you mostly just want to move quickly. What powers up your zones will be, you want to enter the zone with a well to the bottom of the board for maximum strength, right? So, for example, if you enter the zone and it already shows you have line clear, so say it ends up being like you enter the zone and there's already 5 lines cleared, that will dampen your attack a little bit. Of course, you will be moving faster, though, as a result. So there is like a give and take there a little bit. But generally, experienced connected players are going to try to have somebody near the bottom of their board. So yeah, you can just feel free to use those magic Minos or the purple blocks to move quickly while you're in connected, as T-spins don't provide a bonus. So it's more about speed and just getting that maximum bonus. Outside of the zone, however, there is a zone charge bonus for T-spins and Tetrises. I think generally the meta is just to go, especially with One Piece preview, just to spam Tetrises. Of course, T-spins will add a little bit, but it can be pretty tricky to efficiently manage T-spins with One Piece preview. So Grass Pelt, opting to actually not use that purple Mino, but and another pro tip, I guess, is kind of stay in your lane until it makes sense for you to move out. You will progress through this team zone period faster, obviously, if you're stacking towards your side. And then once your side fills up, that's when you can kind of navigate to the middle, typically, or if the middle is also stacked up, you could go to the opposing side. But bump up twins. Pretty strong attack. Like, look how high our players are already. Twiz saying, Shock survival game is on point. Love to see it. Alright, there's that unstable blitz, which is usually home to Area 2. The Cancer boss, or what I tend to call it, the Crab boss. It's the first boss in Area 2. And No Hold is home to Virgo in Area 3. I need to probably stop while I'm ahead, because they'll probably call the boss incorrectly in the area. Hard block from Libra, I believe, in Area 2. Which is the second boss. So far, so good on my trivia, I think. So yeah, Tetramidian can be fun to play. You never know what attack you're going to come across next, and that adds to some of the trickiness. It's hard to prepare for attacks from Tetramidian. I think in the connected versus aspect, Tetramidian, it can be kind of a hard boss to play. You rely a little bit on that luck because it takes a while to charge attacks. However, there is that perk still, even in multiplayer, that you never know exactly what the attack is going to be. It's hard for the team to prepare for it. So Shock unfortunately topped out at the very end there. Let's see if Salil and Grasspelt can move quick here through this team zone. Got a Shock no from Twiz. That's pretty fast. Let's see. Alright, so Tetramidian just over halfway up their board. Now, Tetramidian has a lot of time to defend, especially because Shock is knocked out. They will be accruing that zone meter a bit slower. But look at that, Salil and Grasspelt nailing those T-spin doubles, which helped to get Salil back in this game very quickly. Oh, that looks funny. A T-spin hard block, just leaving a T in its wake. T-piece after image. Oh, welcome back, Nick Idle. Yeah, today we're playing good old connected co-op. Everyone is friends tonight. Well, I hope everyone's friends. Me and Ferox have some beef, but we'll settle it someday. I'm not sure what the beef is exactly, but we have beef. Oh, got it, got it. That was some funky spins from Salil. Ooh. You know, Salil's pretty good at invisible. They just, no hesitation there. Uh-oh. Tricky spin there. Testing that super rotation system knowledge. So how's our team doing here? Almost 2/3 of the way to the zone. And Tetraminian is defending currently. So they're bringing down their board here. Ideally, our team is going to have a really strong attack. They're going to want Shock in the mix for that, as the attacks are stronger when three players are involved. All right, no bump up is nice to see. Ooh, some twin pieces. Got to be careful with those. Shock had kind of a rough sequence there with those pieces. Looking like they are going to top out. Or maybe. Okay, they are going to top out. Unless there's some hero play there. I do believe, I guess Broken might make it a little tricky, but there's a bit of space that Grass Pelt and Solil can probably get Shock back into this with some T-spins and Tetrises. More invisible action. Gotten a lot of invisible. Which is from Area 4, the third boss in Area 4, Leo, has the invisible signature blitz. Oh, nice solve from Solil there. Very nice. Yeah, Solil is a very, very strong player. They actually don't play ranked. I respect that. But they play a lot of friend lobbies in our weekend hangouts, which, by the way, we have one tomorrow. A full moon hangout. So if you are looking to play connected versus with people in chat, it's a fun social experience to mix it up, because usually you don't have that communication when you're playing in teams, and whether it's ranked or friend lobbies. But uh-oh. Where's Salil's board at? I think there's something right in the center. This looks really goofy. Oh, there it is. So they will fall to Tetraminian. Maniac Area 5 is too strong. GG's. And we are going to move into our next group. So Grass Pelt, Salil, Shock, thanks for playing. And congrats, Shock, on your first Area 5 clear. Next up, we have Ferox, Haunt, and Aiken. So make your way to the lobby. That lobby code is in the Discord. And yeah, we are going to continue playing some Maniac Area 5. I believe Haunt has yet to clear the mode. And for the record, most players have not cleared the mode. It is a very tough way, or a very tough challenge. And if you're up for the challenge, if you're looking for a cooperative experience rather than going head-to-head in other ranked modes, definitely join our Discord and find some people to play with. All right, looks like Ferox and Aiken found their way to the lobby, and so has Haunt. So we can get started when you all are ready. Mikado saying Maniac Area 5 is a nightmare. It's pretty tough. However, we have some very experienced Area 5 players in our Discord if you ever do want help, or if you're up for the challenge. I'm certain you'll find players that want to play. They're always down to help other people, which is nice. Ooh. Looks like our team is already strategizing. They're going for the clear tonight. I respect that. Whereas I kind of just throw myself at it and don't strategize too much. It's 5 a.m. where you are. It might be time for bed. It depends on your job. We have I used to work third shift back in the day, where I would get home and it'd be like 10 a.m. All right. Good luck, have fun. Here is our wonderful team: Haunt, Ferox, and Aiken. Let's see if I know Ferox has plenty of Maniac Area 5 clears. Let's see if Haunt, and Aiken can get the clear tonight. So let's figure out who our group 3 will be. We have Twiz, maybe Knighting, maybe Dark Shadow. We can maybe do Twiz, Dark Shadow, Knighting. Okay. How is our team doing? Pretty quick phase 1 charge here. Not running into any issues. Ferox, it seems like they're the lowest of the board, so there should be 2 lines. So it should end up being a pretty strong zone. You'll have the strongest zone if you enter this with 0 lines cleared. Especially if you get that full 20 bonus. Kind of nice that Ferox was the lowest of their board, meaning that, yeah, when Haunt and Aiken kind of finish up their board, they can gravitate a bit easier to the middle, whereas if the lowest was on the far left or far right, it takes a bit more travel time for players to get over there. So yeah, it's good having a player as experienced as Ferox as your middle player. So likely, well, they might be stacked a bit high still, but there's a good chance they're going to have a well to the bottom. So Haunt and Aiken, 2 regulars of our community showcase streams. Glad to have them shown up here on a regular basis. Aiken's board looking kind of Swissy, says Twiz. Twiz, we got people in your group. You got two pretty strong players in your group, actually. It might be fun if you... Yeah, I see Nighting suggesting earlier hyper areas. That could be fun to watch to mix it up. Ooh, Ferox. Kind of a tricky... That was well navigated. But being this high with no row is a bit scary. No row being no rotation. Okay, so... Interesting. They should at least be able to complete this zone quite quickly. So hopefully it can get a somewhat strong attack here on the on our Tetraminion. Ooh, Ferox stacking pretty well for a 20 here. Not quite going to get it, but still, that was a decently strong attack. Ferox is going to touch the sky. Very fast revive here for Aiken. Ferox and Haunt throwing T-spins Aiken's away, leading to a pretty quick revive. Alright, here comes that unstable blitz. It's like Haunt and Ferox are opting to be a little bit patient here. Eventually, that blitz will disappear. Oh, never mind. Ferox just destroys their board. RIP. Ooh, look at that rain. Rain into this giant. Nice placement of the square for Ferox. I think giant is one of my favorite blitzes to deal with. However, when Tetraminion throws giant your way, you're not really ready for it, right? When you're playing against Taurus from Area 1, you know you're going to get those giant pieces and you can stack for them, but they're a bit more deadly when you're playing against Tetraminion because you're not necessarily prepared for giant pieces. So if you have like improper height on your board, it can actually be quite hard to deal with. All right, so it looks like Ferox is lowest there with that 3 lines. They do have all 3 players for this zone, so it's a good chance that a strong zone here will take out our Tetraminion and we'll move into phase 2. Are we going to see any Ultimatresses today? Or higher? Oh, very nice. On to phase 2. Twiz saying, I've learned to just accept the ruined board at a strong enough unstable stack. That's a good approach also to hard block. Like, you just have to work through it. Especially the hard blocks that you can't like, because you can't necessarily wait out hard block in every instance, right? So sometimes it's best to just know that it's coming, and speed through it. Speed through the pain. Ooh. Funky board there for Aiken. Nice tucks. Ooh, look at that. Well played from Aiken there. Utilizing some spin knowledge. That floating, actually floating T-spin double. Alright, how's our friend Haunt doing over here? Got that no-row action. Pretty well handled. Alright. Just when Haunt didn't really have a good place for it, the no rotation ended. I always say no row. It's my Tetris slang. Come in, Javan T. Kettle's saying, I remember when I convinced my friends to play this game with me with the same remote play, and we all died within minutes. On Maniac in particular, I believe that. Even just a regular Area 5 can be quite tough. Of course, we have a lot of strong players that come out to these community showcases, so if they make it look easy, don't be discouraged. Players here have a lot of gameplay, or game time. We know how to stack blocks around here. Tetramidian with a juicy T-spin double stack into another one. Ooh, almost with that PC clear. Sometimes the AI can throw down when they get into a rhythm. All right, nicely played from our team so far on phase 2. Looking like they might be able to make it to phase 3 here. They are 3/4 of the way, so got to be a little bit careful. Just make sure they get to that zone section. And I think they are looking poised to do so. Not really taking any pressure from Tetramidian there. And actually, Ferox is all the way to the bottom of their board, so this could, in theory, be a very strong zone. No lines cleared entering the team zone. If they manage to get a kill off this, that'd be huge. All right, nearing the top of the board. Let's see if they can get a 17, but it's from the bottom, and yeah, it hits pretty hard there. There's a chance that, okay, yes, Tetramidian stacking a little too close to this guy, and I think Aiken feels bad. Or is oh, what? Okay. Oh, they're cycling. Okay, so they're using a cycling strat for this phase. They really want that that Maniac clear here. So the idea is Aiken's the first one to top out, meaning that like it's kind of an insurance, knowing that they are going to be dealing with some really tough attacks in phase 3 on the Maniac mod. So they're preemptively topping themselves out in order to Make sure somebody is alive at all times. I probably could have worded that a little better, but yeah, it's like a death strat in order to make sure somebody's alive so that they can get this win here. Because realistically, they only have to get to the end. Meaning that, okay, yeah, so on phase 3, one attack with 3 people will secure the victory. However, on phase 3, the zone charge is much longer. The attacks are more brutal, so... ooh, very nice down stack here from Ferox. Much needed, actually. Let's see. So Ferox is kind of banking on that early top out from Aiken in the hopes that Aiken will be able to revive back into gameplay here. All right, so Ferox, it's a pretty good idea here, just being patient. Looking like it's going to be close. Hopefully not too many bump ups. Got a high stakes, so kind of artificially forcing a higher board there. Uh-oh. Okay, no bump up yet. Either way, that was a brutal string of attacks from our Tetramedian. And I think Aiken will be able to make it. That's going to be really close. Nice line clear from Ferox. The invert. Oh my god, no! Wait, no! I don't know if they could have kept stalling there, but that was spooky. I actually thought they were dead to begin with, but that piece was... oh, man. That piece was hanging in there, though. Good try. That was fun to watch. Do you guys want to make one more... You can do one more attempt if you want before we hop into our next group. And then, yeah, up next we are going to go through some hyper... I don't know which hyper area we're starting on, but maybe hyper area 2. Or can even start on area 1. Is there any visual indication of which phase Tetramedian is in other than its speed/skill? I believe the music. So I guess there's a sound indication. I don't think there is a... Is there a visual? I don't know if the background changes a little bit. I want to say no, but... I haven't played enough Area 5 personally to make the call on that. Somebody else can help me. Yeah, music. Music is usually what comes to mind for me. The avatar. Okay, I'm going to pay closer attention to that because that's actually a really good question. Especially if you're just like tuning into a stream. Of course, if you're playing as a team, you just know by how many times you knock out the boss. But the pulse of the avatar. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, in like zone battle, you have the music, and of course you hear it's like a bell ring when you enter the next phase as well. And of course you can just, in zone battle, look at the score, because after 20,000 points, you enter phase 2, and then after 60,000 points, you enter phase 3. my god, Tetraminian has a 4 wide. They decide to set up a T-spin double. Tetraminian actually went for a Tetris a little too quickly there. So there is that high-speed action. So far, players are handling it very well. I know Ferox and Haunt have Master Mode clears, so that blitz should be sought after for them. Phase 1 on a Maniac is like Phase 3 on regular Area 5. That sounds about right. It might actually be a little harder still. It's a bit different. It's hard to... It's because you don't necessarily have the same attacks you're going to get on Area 5 like regular, but it should be more frequent attacks. Just of a lower caliber, if that makes sense. All right, our team is zooming through here. Got a lot of red from Aiken helping out. Players doing a pretty good job staying in their lanes when it makes sense to. Yeah, just as a tip for people new to this mode, you don't necessarily need to go out of your way a whole lot. One way you may want to go into your like teammates' areas is if you have that purple magic Mino and they make mistakes, you can help them out a bit. Also, our Tetraminian, oh my god, look at that. The AI in this game is awesome. I'm gonna just say it. That like SRS knowledge to get the long bar over, it's like kind of funny. At the same time, they stack too high on the left there and top out. So very. I don't get to watch the AI a whole lot because I'm usually playing, right? Very funky watching AI play. Well, we were going to take a look at the avatar. I don't know if it actually loaded in properly there. Oh, there it is. I don't believe that that center circle was there before, right? So I think the pulse does change. Yeah, you know what? I think the background is a bit more active as well. You're right. It was a bit more minimal to start of Phase 1. Yeah, you have a good point. I don't normally look at this because usually I'm just trying my hardest to survive, right? So I don't get to notice the visual indicators as a player. Ooh, high stakes. Aiken kind of in a rough spot here. See how long they can survive. Ferox is the lowest of their board still. I think there's a good chance, as that is their first death, that they can probably get Aiken back in here before they hit that next next zone. We'll see. It might be a 2-player zone at this rate, but yeah, looking like it's going to be a 2-player zone. 3 hive from the bottom here for Ferox, so Ferox is stacking around that, ready to work through it. Welcome in, Tech Crew guy. A lot of YouTube chatters today. On phase 3, there's a slight close-up to the black hole. Okay, we'll pay attention to that. Everyone dropping knowledge in here. Interesting board state from Ferox, just kind of running through it, especially while there's no... Ooh. Twins. Twist into twins. Okay, you know what? Actually, these are fairly manageable twin pieces, at least on Ferox's side there. And yeah, we'll manage from Haunt as well. Ooh, especially with that flat placement there. Very nice. Okay, this is going to be kind of close. Might actually be a nice thing that Aiken topped out, actually, given the brutal sequence that our players are dealing with here. Just a nice insurance knowing that Aiken is coming in fresh from the bottom of their board. Oh, giant pieces. And their board isn't... Yeah, that was tough for Haunt Nog because the board wasn't really in a flat state to kind of clear those giant pieces. Alright, so Haunt is going to top out. Aiken trying to work through these pieces. Ooh. No spin. So yeah. Oh, okay. Ferox taking their time until they saw a good decision to take there. Aiken manages to squeeze out a few line clears. This is looking really spooky here for our team. Aiken does find that T-spin double, which could prove crucial here. As when you get a T-spin or a Tetris, oh, that high stakes. Aiken very lucky with that high stakes. But this squeeze is not helping anything. Oh my god, there's like no room. They should be able to place that long bar on the right. Yeah. Ferox doing a really good job surviving for as long as they have. Even getting that T-spin single in there. I have a feeling Haunt should be able to revive. Oh my god, those twin pieces. Ooh, very nicely played from Ferox. Now, the question is, did they want to wait for Haunt? I would say yes. So it looks like Ferox is going to try not to clear any lines unless they have to. Oh, that bump up. Oh, kind of scary. So a bit risky waiting for Haunt here, but they're ready to clear a line at any moment. It's only one line. Okay. So I'd say that was worth it. Very worth it. So this will amplify the strength of their attack. And they should be from the bottom. Oh, okay. 3 lines from the bottom. Which, yeah, the closer you are to the bottom at the start of the zone, if you have an open well entirely from top to bottom, it's going to amplify the strength of your zone as well. Ooh, clever. Pretty quick Perfectress, yeah, that's a strong attack. Not quite high enough, I would say, for the Tetramidian to top itself out here. So Aiken is going to have to tap to revive here. There we go. Otekru guy with a good question. Sorry I missed it. Do you guys have a favorite song for this mode? Connected Obvious Sky Mix is mine for sure. Mikado saying my friend likes the A2 theme. I am A2 was my favorite. I think it still is my favorite for sure. when it comes to playing in-game. However, like on the official soundtrack, I don't know if Area 2 is my favorite. I think, yeah, the Area 4 on the official soundtrack goes pretty hard. Even Area 5. And also, in terms of gameplay, Area 3 has kind of grown on me quite a bit. So long story short, I like it all, except I guess I didn't mention Area 1. We're All Connected is, it goes without saying. Everyone likes that track. But I do like the intensity that come with some of the other multiplayer tracks. I think my favorite, I bring this up a fair amount. My favorite of the, yeah, I think my favorite from the connected soundtrack update is the score attack music, actually. Like the full edition of the score attack music is so good. Yeah, the remixes do sound completely different. Well, not completely different, but like definitely higher quality and like, yeah, they feel more full, more like a full track rather than the game music, right? Which does a good job, but yeah, definitely recommend checking out the official Tetris Effect Connected soundtrack if you haven't already. If there's songs you love in TEC, like you gotta check it out, especially the multiplayer version. Or the higher quality versions of the multiplayer tracks are awesome. All right, so we've got a 2-player zone here between Haunt and Ferox. We've been on phase 2 for a while here. I guess they're in this like tough loop. It's gonna be hard to make their way to phase 3. This could be pretty juicy. 90 attack, pretty quick. All right, it puts the Tetraminian can top out from here. They are defending though, so that was very close. I think there's still a possibility they can mess up here if they greed too hard for a T-spin, because the AI does wonderful things. Oh my god, I almost got that perfect clear. Alright, team doing a pretty good job with that no rotation. Yeah, we're still in phase 2. Having trouble topping out Tetraminian here. Tetris World soundtrack. Ooh, there is a lucky break for our team. Tetraminian, once again, stacking a little too high on the left. And Aiken is the one to opt into the first player topping out here. They're using a cycle strategy, just kind of to secure a Maniac clear. Because it takes a... Oh wait, you know what? Do they have... They keep the zone charge from before, don't they? So yeah, that was a huge lucky break for the team. That delayed of a phase 2 top out for our boss, especially with how low Ferox is here. So we could see a Maniac clear here. We'll see, because Ferox is quite adept at keeping their board low, as we see. Yeah, and they're already in a pretty good cycle, because even when Aiken survives, we're going to have to wait a little bit for Haunt to get back into action. And Ferox being so low, this is looking pretty good. They still have quite a bit of zone charge to get through, though. Ferox just powering through that Libra attack there with a hard block. Oh, interesting. Not quite. Oh, that twin piece almost fit in there. Okay. Yeah, getting rid of those twin pieces. You don't want to sit on those too long in your hold queue because it can just cause issues later on. Ooh. Okay. Ferox immediately tops out with that thumbs up. They are looking to continue the cycle here. So they are going pro strats, looking to get that clear. And for the record, the community also has a, I believe it's called Deathless. So being able to clear Maniac 5 without ever dying is also an achievement, without cycling. I believe your teammates can top out for that, as long as you don't. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody. We're going to be here a while, says Twiz. Well, you know what? I am okay with that. Especially if they're clearing Maniac mod for the first time, which is a pretty big achievement in the Tetris Effect land and community. It was a long time before we had our first Maniac mod clear on Area 5. Okay. Aiken topping out just after Haunt respawns there. So we are cycling. Yeah, this game is going on a little bit longer than I expected, so we'll be sure to have at least 1 or 2 rounds for our group 3 here. We'll probably go a little overtime. We always go overtime here, which I'm okay with. I like Tetris. I like it a bit too much. All right, touch my name with that T-spin double. Some rain on the hot side. They do have some incoming giant pieces. See how they decide to stack with them. Interesting. Okay, Ferox is almost back into it. Ooh, and some twin pieces. Oh, this is pretty... Okay. Ferox is... Their cycle is quite immaculate, how well timed it has been so far. Alright, Ferox keeping it low here. Yeah, the zone charge has been quite slow because it's only really been 1 player at a time, and they're playing safe. So this is a bit of a grind in their current situation. Although Ferox does see that Aiken is getting close to the top here, so they can probably play a little more aggressive. You try to clear some lines so they don't have to continue the cycle for an infinite amount of time. There we go. Aiken is back into it. Now, Ferox should be able to play fairly aggressive. Oh. Okay. Ferox is trying to top out? Okay, they decided they want to top out. So they are more than halfway through. And something to keep in mind, even when you are using the strategy, is you do have to all 3 be alive at the end here. So that will come into play. All right, up to Aiken until Haunt revives here, and they are just at the cusp of revival, excuse me. Giant T-spin single action, yeah. All right, Haunt is back into it. I don't know if Aiken's topping out right away here. Okay, they decide to... Oh. Second thoughts. goofy T-piece action from Aiken. Maybe Aiken is like, oh, I have a giant T-piece. Wonder if I can do a giant T-spin. Which we all love to see. Alright. Broken action from Han. This is, I'd say, the most... yeah, you definitely don't want to play through these pieces unless you see a very obvious chain. I think broken is one of the hardest blitzes to deal with. That was a nice placement of that second piece. And actually pretty forgiving twin pieces there. Double square and a double long bar. I would argue those are good twin pieces. Alright. Looking like Ferox is going to make their way back in here. We are approaching 2/3 of the way. I'm just waiting a little bit. That T-spin will definitely expedite the process of Ferox being back in this game. And there it is. Oh, almost missed. I wonder how many Octresses have been scored. Probably not too many when you really think about it. Not a common occurrence. On the very rare occasion that I save a double eyepiece into zone, I feel like a hero. True. Yeah, I guess that, and then the... Well, actually, yeah, I think the double long bar is better due to... you can like instantly power through that zone, right? That is, I would agree, that's a hero move. I'm about to say like the giant long bar, but I think the double long bar, just solo, is a better piece to have. Because typically one player will have just a solo Tetris well. Alright, we are getting there. This is quite a grind. They're almost at 3/4 of the way, using proper cycling. I don't know if Aiken has a Maniac mode clear. I know Haunt has yet to, so we're getting there. It'd be nice to get on stream here too. Ooh, look at that season double for Ferox, and they're going to top out instantly after. So Aiken needs to keep their cool here. They both get a T-spin. Haunt is very close to revival. Hopefully let's pray for a nice sequence here. Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Everything went wrong. And the team tops out. GG. That was a good round. Oh no. That was brutal. Good try though. That was close. Happens to the best. Almost had that Maniac clear. I think they had the right idea. It was just once that first piece got placed the way that it did, it really hampered. I don't know. I didn't see a easy way to get out of that afterwards. All right. Alrighty. So we're gonna move into our next group. Thanks, Ferox, Haunt, and Aiken for that wonderful game. Who is up next? Knighting, Dark Shadow, and Twiz. Room code should be in the Discord there. Yeah, it was really close. It's okay. It's okay. All right, Dark Shadow's in here. And who is our final player? Twiz. Welcome in, Super Shocky, the one and only. keep at it. Yeah, I think you guys you can definitely get a Maniac 5 clear. That was super close. Twiz. Just waiting on Twiz here. And yeah, if anybody wants to play in our future showcases, we could probably have another co-op night soon. I like the vibes here tonight. I think next we'll either do Connected Versus or Score Attack. But yeah, head to the Discord. We'll plug it in our YouTube and Twitch chat if you do want to join future community showcases. Head to the Discord, and if you're not there already, and select the community events role when you sign up during onboarding, and you'll be notified of whenever these go down. I don't know if Twiz is still around. Oh, they're coming. Okay. Mikado saying, I'm getting a lot better at Tetris. Happy to hear it. We can have a McIdol and Lightless rematch. All right. Scar players are all here. Good luck. Have fun. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Did we want to do a different area? Let's see. Here, I'm going to remake the lobby. Sorry. I forgot we were doing hyper areas. Start on hyper area 2. I almost had a perfect room code here. I have pretty good luck with the room codes. And all right, we're gonna get some variety in our smoke color in our backgrounds. Area 2, of course, being more red themed. Yeah, Nighting, I think we did have that one during TECWC, if I don't recall. So we had something that we didn't want to end the lobby on. Okay, let's do this. Oh, I picked area 2. I'm sorry, Nighting. I didn't see that. Yeah, there's no reason to stress it out. We're all chilling here, and I think it's good to stay positive so you don't, if someone makes a mistake, they're not going to feel super bad about it. We don't want that. Yeah, have you guys ever made a mistake in Tetris? I've never done that in my life. I'm the definition of perfect Tetris play. What? I'm not lying, Ferox. Pretty strong zone here from our team. So, okay. To explain what we're playing now... Oh, wait, did I... Oh, I don't know if I turned on... I don't think I turned on hyper. Oh, shit. Excuse my French. I think we're just doing Maniac. Area 2, which is not that challenging. If you guys want to top out, I don't think I turned on hyper. If you're all listening in. Sorry about that. As I say, I never make mistakes. I have made a mistake. All right, so we are going to turn on that hyper mod, which makes area 1 through 4 pretty tricky as well. So it can be fun to play through some of these typically easy areas when you have the hyper mod turned on. So let's enable that. All right, we are now ready to go here. Sorry about that, guys. Welcome in, Baron 95014. Close game, GG. Definitely. Can't be a community stream without something going wrong. What are you trying to say, Ferox? Now I know where the beef is coming from. You are initiating the beef for sure. Kind of early unstable there. All right, so we are playing Hyper Area 2, this time for real. It's a good way to challenge yourself against some of the earlier bosses, which aren't even that difficult on the Maniac mod. Yeah, my favorite personally is Hyper Area 4, I brought up earlier. But yeah, if they complete Area 2 here, we'll probably get a look at Area 3 as well. All right. Nighting is zooming through this unstable. Actually, pretty even zone contribution from everybody here. So nicely done. Here we go. What do you guys think the lyrics are here? Everybody, I always hear everyone working everywhere. Like everybody to LA or something like that. I don't know if anyone hears differently. But Area 2 zone music goes pretty hard. I don't know, and I never will. Yep, Dark Shadow and Twiz rocking the Grandmaster avatars with their spider in the middle. I think the spider being the rarest avatar in the game in multiplayer. To unlock the spider, you need to have 100 ranked score attack wins on Saturdays only. That should be the rarest avatar, right? I say that in my... I've never unlocked the avatar. I think that's the only avatar I've never unlocked. Ooh, Mikaido recently got to rank 10. Congratulations. Hitting that Grandmaster tier. Which, by the way, if you guys haven't... if you complete... Ooh, Hyper Area 2 putting on some pressure here. Yeah, if you complete the ranked connected modes, that adds a lot to your overall SR as well, if you are looking to get that tier 10. So Nighting is going to be the first to top out here. Hyper Area 2 is already hitting very hard here. I think, okay, Dark Shadow has... This is a bit tricky with no hold piece up this high. Oh, ouch. And they are going to top out there. GG. You have to zone real fast for hyper, yeah. I've always thought of Area 2, even in like connected versus, feels like you got to be really quick to deal with, like it's really speed heavy. Deal with the blitzes. All right, take 2. Can we move past this crab of destruction? I believe in our team. Hyper is a pretty recent addition in terms of the lifespan of Tetris Effect. It was an addition last year. I think just after the PS5 release. But yeah, if you're looking for a challenge on some of the like typically easier areas, I think Area 1 through 4 are pretty challenging on the Hyper mod. And Area 5 is just total chaos. However, if you're looking for total chaos, that's the mode for you. All right. Pretty nice entry into their first team zone. Knighting all the way to the bottom here, that center well. Hyper Area 5 clear in 2024. I think we will. I would love to see that. That'd be, that's like the only thing that hasn't been accomplished yet in TEC. We'll see if I don't know if this is ever going to get patched or anything like that, but it'd be crazy if it ever did happen. I think there'd be a stroke of luck necessary. Yeah, unfortunately you can't have custom keybinds for controller on MetaQuest. Or, I'm sorry, for keyboard. Yeah, I guess there might be some, like, I'm trying to think of, like, some of the controllers people use for Tetris on other consoles where they want to have a keyboard. There might be some, like, third-party, like, Bluetooth keyboard that kind of, like, is in the form of a keyboard, but is actually registered as a controller, if you know what I mean. In the Tetris community, there's controllers used called, it's like a BAL controller, which is like the shape of a keyboard, even though it registers as a controller, if that makes sense. There probably is some kind of equivalent for MetaQuest. But yeah, keyboards are not supported as controllers on the MetaQuest version. All right, this could be a nice zone for our team here. If they manage to get past the crab, then they will have to deal with Libra. And of course, the final boss being Scorpio. What is the hardest one to deal with in Hyper Area 5? It's probably Oh, you know what? Scorpio is pretty challenging because I think, yeah, you get the fast quite a bit more frequently than you would otherwise. I would argue that Libra is probably the hardest boss in Hyper Area 2. Let's beat Cancer. And there we go. Cancer has been defeated. Very nice. Dark Shadow Knighting Twiz. We are moving on into Libra. Will momentum scale into their favor? Look at that. The boss is a scale. So I think with the timing on that top out actually is pretty favorable to our team. They already have quite a bit of zone charged. So they should be able to enter this first zone without too much of an issue. Ideally, one of the players will remain pretty low to the board still, and it looks like Knighting is that player. So if you're not Knighting, you should be able to sack fairly aggressively. Even then, look at this, Knighting with that pure Tetris will. This is going to be a pretty good zone going into Libra on Hyper Area 2. Yeah, I like to use an Xbox controller when I play on the Quest. Although I think my preferred controller is probably, just personally, the PS4 controller. I like the D-pad when it comes to Tetris. Ooh, our boss is having trouble making a decision there. Oh, that was kind of funny. All right, our team's looking pretty good here. Libra already in defense mode, so they haven't actually had to deal with a whole lot of aggression yet. It's possible they can zoom right into area, or the third boss here, the Scorpio boss, which would be quite convenient because Libra can be hard to deal with if it gets its momentum going here. But so far, so good for our team. Yes, the sticks are also viable for TEC. I am not good with the joysticks, unlike our Japanese players who tend to use the joystick. As well as, I believe, Dormy. Have we seen on their hand cam in some of our previous tournaments also use the joystick. If I'm not mistaken. I might be... No, I think that's right. Yeah, I guess it's more of like a culture thing, because not many American players are going to use the joysticks for trying to control their pieces, right? And Libra gets knocked out pretty quick and convincingly from our team here. So final boss is Scorpio with the signature blitz of high speed. Now Scorpio actually goes for T-spins, unlike some of the other bosses in Connected. So I think that kind of changes up the firepower in this matchup. We might see pretty frequent attacks, actually. I might be wrong on that. I don't recall if Dormy uses D-pad or joystick. My hunch was joystick, but I might be wrong. So yeah, we're being asked, how long is this going for? This is actually going to be our final game here, so let's go out the bang and defeat Scorpio in Hyper Area 2. But yeah, it does make me wonder, because a lot of the top Japanese players use the joystick, if we're like missing out on something, right? Like, is there some science to it being any better? But really, for Tetris, it's like whatever you're comfortable with. It's not going to be a big advantage based off the controller you use, which is nice. Ooh, that might actually... Oh, okay. Unfortunately not. I think knighting with that misdrop at the top. It's like they could have either been a big brain strat, but Scorpio did clear some lines before then. All right, knighting with a nice triple. Preparing for this high speed. Which, the longer this goes on here, the more difficult that high speed is going to be to deal with. I think it might be at the max level now, so if there's an instance of really long high gravity play, it reaches like master speeds, which is really hard to deal with. Especially when it kind of speeds up unexpectedly. This is a good... do you not like it on Switch compared to another platform or something? A lot of our top players play on the Switch. Our two finalists in last year's TECWC were both Switch players. I think they like to play, though, in the... what do you call it? Undocked? I guess undocked might be more preferred. At least at the highest level. I know Super Shocky was just in chat earlier. They play on the Switch. And it looks like Scorpio is going to take him out. So we will not leave on a victory, but it's okay. Yeah, that was an unfortunate misdrop. It was almost big brain if it timed out that the boss didn't counterattack you, but it was at a bad timing there. But yes, I think that will be it for tonight's stream. And yeah, thank you everyone for participating. We had a lot of games in. Shock was able to complete Area 5 for the first time. What else happened? We had some crazy Maniac mod games between Haunt, Ferox, and Aiken, and then topped it off with some Hyper Area 2 to boot. So, and yeah, there's our room code before I sign off here. E4ZU, we almost had easy for you, which would have been great. But yeah, we're going to call it there. So thank you everybody for tuning in. That is the end of our community showcase. If you want to play on next week's stream, be sure to join the Discord. Or, yeah, hop in earlier than later. Early bird kind of gets the worm when there's a lot of people that want to play. So, yeah, I think we're gonna either do Score Attack or Connected Versus next week. I haven't decided yet. Let me know what do you guys want to play. Connected Versus is always... I do it more frequently than the other game modes because it's very easy for everyone to play. And you can cycle through a lot of players that way. But we haven't done Score Attack in a while either, so... Connected is such a good game mode. Very true. Very true. Yeah, just let me know on Discord or in chat what you guys are going to prefer. And yeah, so next week on Friday, we'll have another showcase, either Score Tech or Connected Versus. Let me know. And until next time, so thank you everyone for joining. Again, head to discord.gg/enhance if you want to participate next Friday and select that community events role if you haven't already. There should also be a Get Roles channel or it's head at the top, and you'll be notified when we do this again. So, or also you could take a look at PS News or Steam News. We post about this event there as well. So yes, a pleasure to host. Thanks for playing, and until next time, bye bye. Yep, GG's everybody.